Good evening and well met to all of our lovely viewers out there. Hello, Wamtat. It is good to see that there are people live watching and saying hi to us here on the interwebs. We have a wonderful guest star today, one Julz. Hello. You are, I feel, underdressed.
I'm so happy to be here.
You're so cute. Oh my gosh.
The wagging of the tail is getting me, and I have to look at the stream to make sure that it's not falling apart, so that's probably going to get me throughout the rest of the session, which I'm looking forward to. Nevertheless, we are going to be going back into Troubles in Otari for another episode. Last time, our poor heroes got lambasted, bamboozled, beaten up very heavily by a hellhounded two wolves, and they're here for another session, which means they must like me.
You didn't bring the hellhounded wolves back.
No, that's true. Well,
No, I'm a fox.
yeah. So yeah, we will be entering back into the lovely town of Otari, where last we left off, our band of heroes had recently found a courier who had gotten lost on their journey. They unfortunately did not survive their travels and had been ambushed by a basilisk, which our wonderful heroes dispatched with relative ease after their harrowing experience with Hellhound and two wolves, which is seared into my brain. After that, they recovered the actual delivered goods that were going to be delivered back to Otari from some kobolds, which had stolen that particular satchel. As we start off our session, we are on the road back to Otari, and our three heroes are joined by a companion that they picked up along the way, one Lini and Drugami. Unfortunately, our Lini could not make it today, but they will be here another for the next session. So they need to say, unfortunately, goodbye for now, to do something secret and something that I'll talk with our wonderful druid about in between now and next session. Secrets and plans and plots and things. As you are heading back on the road to Otari, you are wandering down and you see that they're in the forest. As you're sort of coming across the thing, there is this clearing. In this clearing, you hear a sort of light humming sound coming from this place. And as we kind of go over, Julz, your character Pohika, is within the clearing gathering some fresh herbs and other reagents for use in different mixtures and poultices and things. You can be the first to describe your character.
So Pohika is definitely said Pohika. It's so fun. I'm gonna kill Holt by the end of this. And you see it's a ginger-colored tail is probably that gets your attention the most. And it looks really fat and fluffy until you realize that she's wagging and it kind of spreads, and it spreads into like 3 different tails. And you see those tails curl and wag as she sniffs like different herbs and brings it to her, yes, this one, and pops it in a little like sack. She's wearing pretty basic adventuring clothes. The reason for is because she doesn't like ripping them whenever I'll leave that till what happens later. So she doesn't actually put too much effort into her clothing, but what you do see is this black crystallized looking butterfly flapping around her, and she seems to be talking to it occasionally, and then it sort of lands on her shoulder and on her head and flitters around her constantly. So yeah, easy.
Very cool.
So cute. I love her. So cute.
So for our 3 lovely ladies, Seoni, Seelah, and Merisiel, you are met with this this wonderful being here in this clearing, and it's a warm sight, although there is a hint of trepidation that washes over you as the new creatures that you've been meeting up with over the past day or so have been rather dangerous.
It's fluffy and has a tail. It's gonna kill us. It is. Don't look at it in his eyes. Oh gosh. Prepare for the fire. It's gonna attack.
It really wouldn't help that she sees you and sort of drops to all fours and sort of.
She's opening the mouth. That's where the spice comes from.
And then she realizes that you're definitely more frightened of her than she is of you, and she's like, she just kind of gives you a weird look. It's like, I didn't realize I was doing the thing already. Sorry.
Sorry, we're a little traumatized. It's been a time. Hi.
Right. Hi. I mean, do you want to eat this? It might help.
Okay. No, we shouldn't. I'll just watch you eat it. I'm like, oh gosh, here we go. She's getting some hands ready to revive you.
It's just like a herby root thing. I forget what it's called, but it's like a calming, you just sort of eat it, and it's like, it's just one of those things where it's just like, almost like the chamomile tea version of yeah. Yeah.
It's comfort food.
It's not bad. It's better than the bowl of water or the popcorn. Well, no, the popcorn spiders were pretty good when I added some pepper onto them. It's not bad. Thank you. What's your name? I'm Seoni.
I'm Pohika.
Pohika?
Pohika.
Pohika.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I'm Seelah. It's more down at the end rather than up.
Seelah. I like it. It's smooth.
Okay.
I'm Merisiel.
Oh.
No, it's Merisiel. Just
You try something new. It's okay.
Along in my mind.
Merisiel. Like that? All in one?
Yes.
For you.
You could say it slower.
Merisiel. Is that better?
Oh, I like that. Somewhere in between would be better, though.
It would take a long time to say your name.
Yes. You could call me Mary.
Oh, Mary. That's so joyous.
Yes.
Excellent.
That's the kind of Mary it is.
As you're in this clearing, Pohika, you are in this section of the world. You've heard rumors that there is a type of being that comes from the plane of Nirvana that resides in sort of the local area. Whether there's any truth to that, you're not sure, but you've heard that he has a particular ability to unlock some natural gifts of the Kitsune people.
Cool.
And so that is why you were here. But as for the rest of everyone, your mission currently is to return the couriered goods back to Otari. What would you like to do now?
I think Pohika probably says, "Are you here to see him too? I mean, so scared. Probably to discover
No.
yourself, right?"
Just had a run-in with a few things. It's been a long journey. We're heading back, but I don't know. It doesn't smell like perishable goods. They would have been off by now.
Yeah, probably. These ones are really dangerous, though. Like, who are you meeting? Are they safe?
Oh, I don't know. Is a journey of self-discovery ever safe?
No, you're right. Definitely not. Not the good ones, at least. The ones that actually change you, who you are.
Well, yes. I have had much change in my life. I change it literally every day. And, well, I keep growing from it. So I guess there's something good there.
So you're saying every day you're shapeshifting?
Interesting music starts to play from nowhere. As you...
One of the packages is a boombox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a UE boom. Sorry, no, PF2E boom.
Yeah.
There.
We're keeping this one, right? Like, we need some sounds for the bar. Like, we're keeping this one. One package has mysteriously gone away. But also, we never negotiated that the packages had to arrive in, like, perfect condition at a certain time. We just said that we would return the packages. So...
Well, I go to seek escapism, and she kind of, like, shivers a bit. You know, the expression running from your past to your future. That's what I'm hoping.
I could do with a little escapism.
Fully understand. Sometimes, though, yeah, I wouldn't mind going on a new self-discovery journey. Reinvented myself a few times.
Just a few.
Maybe, stay away from me at nighttime if we happen to sleep. Just fair warning.
What happens at nighttime?
Well, night terrors are a interesting thing when you have teeth.
Oh.
That's okay. A little bite sometimes can add to the fun.
Thing. I think I just felt a god sigh somewhere.
Did Sky get rid of?
She's like, well, shall we go? I can't find any of what I was looking for around here.
I don't feel comfortable with like letting you just wander the forest by yourself because there is some weird stuff out there. So like, company's good, right? Company's good.
It's okay if it's for escapism as well. You don't have to be on duty.
Yeah. She looks at you like incredibly like kind of just like smelling you just and she's like, whatever excuse you need.
Yeah, I'll go with that one.
So as you guys head back, I assume you're going to Aloria Galantine to return these goods.
If it's on the way, like, I think we're kind of following Pohika and her lead. Their lead.
Yeah.
Her, they, both.
Yeah, she's her.
Her, go. Yeah.
Go. So Pohika, your sort of road takes you similarly to Otari, but you're seeking further information about this creature, and you basically your current goal is to ask around town for anyone who's got more corroboration of thing other than, you know, he lives in this region sort of thing.
Yeah.
So your goals meet as tends to happen in these sorts of situations. So yeah, heading back to Otari. You go. Do you want to do anything else before you head directly back into town? Or would you
I was
prefer-
going to ask if I'd maybe heard anything about this on my journeys and stuff, but I
Sure.
also realised that we're on the landing page and the characters are on another page, so I can't.
Characters are on another page. Oh,
Did we need to stop
mean-
by that farmer again?
Oh yeah, we probably should.
okay. I will.
Yeah.
That's probably wise. I will drag your characters onto le map here. We don't have any of those people, so let's bring Merisiel, Seelah, and Seoni onto the Otari map here. Very cool. As you head back along the Granary Road towards Otari, you come upon the similar sort of farmland that you walked past. You see that on this road here, there's Hank is currently working on one of the farm sort of sections of farm that is closest to the fence line. As he sees you heading down the road, he looks to you wide-eyed, and he goes towards the fence. He's like, "Hey, you're back." It seems to have a moment of taking all of your expressions in.
You seem surprised.
Including Pohika's going,
Yeah.
I'll hand over the remaining part of the calming root and be like, I suggest you start eating.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
do I need to kill him?
No,
No.
What? No,
no,
no.
no.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
it'd end his grief.
and she just takes the root then and just starts chewing like a farmer, leaning against the fence.
Yeah. Hank, sorry, we've got some bad news for you. Yeah.
I kind of figured.
Yeah. There is something roaming this land, and we're going to find it eventually and take care of it. But I would also put the words out to the farmers that if they start to see strange beasts on their lands burning, to run. Don't confront, don't deal, run, because it took us out.
So
We are regrouping, we're getting more powerful people, and we will find them, because nobody burns these lands except for me.
Pohika just puts up a paw for high five.
So, Lavinia and Yala.
Yeah. No good.
If it helps, they died heroes.
They really did.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, obviously.
I'm sorry we couldn't save them, but also know that death isn't the end of the journey. Like, their spirit still remains as long as you keep them with you. The ancestors always help guide us, and, you know, you can have a lot of fun as a ghost as well.
I think, as you say that, please make a diplomacy check to try and comfort this man. Or
The classic Seoni therapy session.
Seoni therapy. Yep.
Sienna Verity.
Seoni MD. As you speak your words, he kind of takes them in, and you see he was definitely on like the verge of tears before. Kind of like bites into the root. Thank you. Your words while my grief is at the forefront, I'm also grateful that you made it out alive. So, that notwithstanding, your survival is success enough. So, feel like you need some reward nonetheless. And thank you for risking your lives to save theirs. It's more than any stranger I know would have done. So he takes out from a satchel a potion that has a sort of ruby liquid in it that is darker and more pure than the potions, the basic potions that you've seen before. He hands it over to Seoni.
At the same time, I would like to go into Blue Finley's adventuring fund that I still currently have within me, and I'd like to pull out 2 gold pieces from there, and I'd like to pass them back to Hank and say, use this to build some sort of monument, some sort of tribute to honour the lives that have been and the true heroes that they were. Because, again, their spirits still remain. The physical shell may be gone, but as long as we carry people in our hearts, or our heads, we stay with them. That's why I've got so many voices in my head. I carry a lot of people with me.
Yeah, there it is. You've done a good job. You've done a good job. I sat patting her on the back. We are sorry for your loss.
I lean over to Pohika and say, I don't carry any evidence with me.
You hear inside your head a voice that just says, yeah, me neither. I eat it.
You see Hank kind of like take a moment of like, just like
don't unpack it.
About
unpack
5 different range of emotions, and he settles on a smile and says, Yala, High Stepper, and Lavinia Shroom will be remembered because of the actions that you took today.
Wonderful.
Take heart in that.
Anyway, we have some random packages to go deliver and some more bad news to go break. So
yeah. I'm sure it's going to be a day for it. So be in good health and spirit, as it's not going to be easy doing that for a second time. So bye all. And he goes back to work. You see that he takes the gold and he doesn't put it. He puts it not in sort of his pouch where the rest of his money is, but he kind of like pockets it in his breast pocket, and then goes back to work. All right. You're on the
break more bad news. So much death last game. So much death.
Wow. It's like a lot of dead bodies around us. It feels like
Bad.
You should be quite full then.
No, Pohika, I hope you got good survivability about you. You look feisty. You look like you can survive. I hope that comes true for you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go tell another person someone died.
You head down the Granary Road, entering into the northern section of Otari. Going to Galantine deliveries, you see the same gentleman is sitting there. He looks up at you and says, "Oh, you're back." Looking at your faces. I'll get Aloria.
Yeah.
See you soon. And
Pohika, do you have more of that calming root? Just in case.
I mean, sure. And she like shuffles around in her bag and pulls up like another stick.
As you pass over the route,
Just
you
shove
see...
it in their mouth immediately. You got some news.
And she's making chewing noises, like movements, like
you do to a toddler trying to get them to like. This is baby food. You should eat it. Okay.
She's waving all three of her tails.
You see Aloria exits out, and she puts her hand on her employee's shoulder and whispers something to him as she clocks the four of you. She comes out into the main foyer and says, I've delivered enough letters to see what you're all here to talk to me about. So, let's hear it.
Bet you can't guess how, though.
Oh, what a game!
I generally don't like to play games with the news of the lives of my employees, but, yeah. I can tell that...
Was a basilisk roaming the path?
Was. Being the operative word there.
That's both a grieving statement and a joy to hear.
Oh, don't worry, I wouldn't have got that one either.
Thank you for making me laugh. Not generally something that is easily done in such a tense moment, but seem to have a gift for it. Anyway, thank you for telling me that. Narala, she was one of my best messengers and a friend. It'll be difficult to deal with her loss, both as the owner of Galantine Deliveries and as myself. So, thank you all.
Hopefully, this will make it a bit easier, and I will hand over the packages.
She takes it. Sometimes the smallest consolations help the most.
Also, I fully recommend this, and then hand over the Gami route. It's wonderful stuff.
I've seen so many more people with this around lately. I don't know why. She just starts like biting into it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a good day today. The stars aren't really there. Just hot cocoa in bed. That's what I recommend.
Oh, I like hugging my own tail. It makes me feel better.
And I'm so sorry for the loss of your one friend.
So dark.
Sammy,
you're killing me.
Wow. Welcome to the stream.
Well,
welcome to everyone I grew up with is dead.
I've not been comforted and insulted at the same time. It's a new experience. Anyway, Narala's final pay. Narala's pay for this delivery was going to be upon completion of these packages. I think it's fitting that you would see this done. The rest of these are in Otari, so if you would do me this favor of dropping these off to their different people, I'm happy to give you the addresses. But yes, nevertheless.
Address of the Man of Nirvana? And Pohika just looks at him like, if you know so many addresses, maybe you know where he lives.
Man of Nirvana? I'm sorry, we don't have a brothel within Otari.
brothel?
Oh, that kind of find yourself. I understand now.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of something completely different. Never mind. Man of Nirvana. She's gonna make a society check.
Yes.
Okay.
I love
I
it
love
when it's private.
Questions.
Yeah, it's so cool.
She nods. Nirvana. There's a individual. He lives up north, within the forest. The closest landmark would be Karsten Starhand's burial site. It's about a mile or so east. He asks for occasional dropping of groceries and the like through to his property there. I could mark that on your map if you would so choose.
And her ears droop. She's like, I don't have a map. And she looks at everybody like,
That's pretty
She walks back behind the desk and she picks up a scroll and she unfurls it on basically a sort of coffee table in the foyer. And she says, my pleasure to give this to you. This is a map of the Isle of Kortos. To the east you have Absalom. Here we are in Otari. She marks, sort of pointing on the map to the major city and then the town that you're currently in. She marks on a location, the site of Karsten Starhand's barrow. It's sort of like one of those tomb kind of locations that's known about but not really gone to.
And then I lean over and mark the fish camp, and I'm like, and we're here.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. And then she marks where she believes the individual who you ask for is residing.
to be about. Yeah, nice. Nice. She perks right back up. She's like, oh, this is great news, isn't it? And she turns around to like her new friend, so she's just adopted in the middle of nowhere. And it's like, we could go there. Look, the piece of paper tells us where to go.
Yeah.
This should be more upbeat than this.
She turns around, she just smacks the lady with all three tails, so just completely encompassed in fox fur right now.
I just lift up my hand and tentatively pat one just to see how soft it is. I'm like, oh, that's real good. I feel instantly better.
She curls up the map and passes it to you, Pohika. And
I think she clutches it and then just sort of tucks it away, and it disappears into fur folds and robe folds and stuff. But you see her pat her hip, just so pleased.
Well, never forget that Olaria Galantine gave this to you. Might be worth something someday.
She nods and she says, never forget a friend. And enemies live and live. Anyway, so...
I need to get back to some work. Are you willing to deliver those 3 packages?
Yeah, I think we might do another little trip with our new friend first, but we could do it on the way back. Do they need to go out right this instant?
You can do packages.
I'm
really quick. How big are they?
It's they fit into a satchel, sort of like this size, so they're small.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And so she morphs down in front of you and just turns into her fox form And you realize
What?
that in her fox form, she has saddlebags. And so, and she just sort of goes, at
Okay.
you.
I
Okay, look,
love
this-
her.
What?
Yeah.
This is incredible. Terrifying. I did not know people could do this.
Yeah,
I only
it's
just
like-
recently learned about centaurs, and now there is a literal fox in front of me.
It's just so much tail. Like, think Vulpix. Like, that
Oh
kind of
my
sizing.
God.
Yeah,
I
with
love-
just so much tail.
Okay, yeah, look, Speedy, we're gonna do this. Knock this out quick, like 10 minutes. Then we'll go find ourselves and the man in the forest with Nirvana.
Because she
I
winds her, like,
better
self
give you a
in between
scritch.
yeah, she winds herself in the legs because she's like, you know, this is my friend. I do this for my friend. You know?
Yes,
Like,
oh
let's
my
go.
gosh.
I will
Yeah.
take the packages and start putting them carefully into saddlebags.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
friend to be like, I'm so curious to see how fast you can go.
Also, I have actively only just found the picture for Aloria at the last possible second, so
Yes.
Of course.
Oh,
Oh,
so
I kind of
Hell
love.
how yes.
Awesome.
Yes. Oh,
Yep.
that
I
hair.
love how many spicy ladies there are in Otari.
So many spicy
And they
ladies.
own all the businesses so far. Like, this
I
is perfect.
know. I love this business owner. Like, ladies, let's go.
League of ladies.
Yeah, I'll happily deliver her packages. Let's do this.
uh-huh.
I'll
Uh,
deliver
Not
her
even, right?
packages. Yeah.
We're delivering packages, Holt.
yeah,
Mm.
absolutely.
That's all we're doing.
hmm
No,
Yeah.
take the box.
Putting those packages right in the letterbox.
As
The tail. Oh, killing me. I get so distracted. I'm like, oh, I just want to.
I feel that is what Seelah is distracted because it's like you just want to.
Yeah,
Hey,
I just
hey.
keep like just scritches all the time now that it's like full fox form. I'm like, oh yeah, this is definitely okay. Felt weird when you were more humanoid, but now I'm like, oh yeah, let's go.
At some point, I take Toru, the little zombified animated hand, and I just put it on Pohika, and then I just command it to start scratching you. And you just ride on your
Like-
back.
Like,
Yes.
Just like, yeah.
fantastic. I love it.
and there's like still this like black glassy obsidian butterfly flying around on the top. Yeah.
It's amazing. Okay, I
Mhm.
just maybe quickly just be like, okay, what's the most efficient way to like deliver these? Like try to figure out the quickest route through the city to drop off packages.
Probably just to figure it out as we're walking to the first place.
Yeah.
We're
Do
getting
that,
funny
knock,
from the
knock,
other
dump,
customer.
and run.
Yeah. If we have like something with sense and stuff, like I can do it real fast. Don't even need instructions. Just
Awesome. So there's three addresses. One of which is sort of like on the edge of Otari, sort of more into like slightly into the forested area, not nearly as far off as your previous thing. But the two that are in town are for Magaloy at Crow's Casks and Clort Hengus at the Giant's Wheel.
Oh, that's an unfortunate name.
Yep.
Poor Claude.
Yeah, it's
His mama didn't love him.
no. You might be right about that one. So the closest,
Oh,
the closest one to you here is the.
Let's go, Claude. Let's go, Claude.
If
I
that's where
thought
you
you
want
said
to go
Hungus
first.
too, so I was like Claw Hungus. So I was like, what an unfortunate name.
It's Hengus, but you know, if you want
Angus. It doesn't really make it much
No.
better, to be
No.
honest.
no, really doesn't. Yeah.
No, he's just hangry, super hangry.
The closest
So
one.
hangry.
The closest one is the Crow's Casks. Within.
Fab.
It is a tavern here.
Excellent.
Yes.
Let's go. Maybe like a little pre-drink.
Yeah.
This is where we got.
And they their name is Magaloy. at the Crows.
Megaloy.
Yes.
Megaloy.
Mhm.
Just,
So
I feel like
we-
that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
Megaloy.
Everyone's got Pokemon names today.
Yeah. Megaloy's just drinking in a bar. Megaloy.
So-
Megaloy.
The address for Crow's Casks is 10 Shrike Street, which is just a bit south from where you currently are.
Cool.
And
I take off.
all
I
right,
race you.
you run off. Sure. Just give me athletics checks to see who gets there faster.
I'm
So
gonna guess
excited.
it's not
Let's
me.
You can also use acrobatics if that is better for you, whichever you choose.
Please do acrobatics and dance there. Let's go. Roll.
Yeah,
And
tracks
an
is
extra press
Seoni.
roll. That's
I
us.
don't feel like. I was gonna say I feel like Seoni doesn't rush anywhere. Like Seoni just likes to chill walk.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
But
see-
not as slow as me. I mean, I'm
Seelah,
kind
I
of.
think you start to try and chase after them. You trip over,
Yeah.
and you see Seoni is kind of like walking, and you're like,
Yeah,
"No,
I'm like,
oh,
that
oh."
seems good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was always at your pace. I was never
I'll
gonna
give you a
try.
hand up and be like, dust you
Yeah.
off a little bit and just be like, you don't rush through life sometimes, you know, you miss
No,
out.
yeah.
It's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
The journey this time. It's the journey this time. Destination later when I find myself. I got it.
So,
Hand on my back, desperately clutching fur right now.
Yeah, just dead for
so,
I'm sure Toto's fine.
Pohika and Merisiel, you book it down to the Crow's Casks. As you are getting here, you see that you kind of like you arrive. Merisiel, you get there just a little bit faster than Pohika. But you're both kind of like within seconds of each other. It's sort of like neck and neck for a while, and you arrive and you kind of look at each other with sort of a feeling of approval that either one of you could have taken that sort of thing.
She sits down and just sort of yips at you, but it sounds awfully like her name, so she just goes, Pohika! At you.
She is a Pokemon.
You're as fast as you are cute. I should work
All
on this
three
drawing.
tails.
There's a sign over the door to this two-story building that depicts a group of drunk crows perched on a leaky cask. You see, as you have a look at this, either one of you, or now Seelah and Seoni, as you approach,
Wandering.
at a leisurely pace, either one of you can make a religion check as you walk into this place.
I want to give it a go.
Sure.
Pretty good for me.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's alright. It's better than before.
Mm-hmm.
I know of religion. I don't adhere to religion, but I know of religion.
Yeah.
Seoni, ironically, you're the one to recognize that this tavern is actually partially also a shrine to Caden Kalian, the drunken hero god. Chaotic good god of basically having a good time with friends, and became a god after he got blackout drunk one night, and then took
That is amazing.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is this where we initially drank when we first came to Otari and got really, really drunk and then took the log flume as a slide during one of the very first games?
Yeah, I feel like that would be how we
Yeah,
got inspired to do that, right?
Yeah.
This god just
Probably.
was around our ass, do it. Just do it,
Do it.
man. It's gonna be good.
Probably. You don't know.
Yeah.
We
And-
were too drunk to remember.
Yeah. You enter in and you see an individual who's behind the bar, who's currently sort of polishing the bar bench here, who perks up as you enter. Welcome to Crow's Casks. I've seen 3 of you here before, and you have a new, I would wager to say pet, but something seems a bit more, what's the word, special about them.
And she like climbs up on the bar and just sort of goes, and like right in his face, just trying to be like, thirsty? And then you think you hear the word thirsty come out, and she's like, ooh.
You
think
see
that means
that
2
now
drinks.
that this individual here has seems to be some reused artwork, but that's fine.
Really handsome.
Yeah.
Just so good looking, man.
Yeah. Pulls up a bowl and pours in a sort of a light sort of golden liquid into it, and
she sniffs him slightly, and then sort of like leans backwards and out of her saddlebags, just kind of.
It's okay. It's okay.
And just
Pohika.
like trying to pull the right one out.
Yeah.
I will go up because I want to grab Toto back and remount him on my necklace. And then I will pull out the package and be like, I believe this is for you.
And then she's just like face first in the liquid.
Yep.
Scratches as you drink.
she grabs up the thing. It's a container. You see of basically different peppers and the like. As she unwraps it and puts it down on the bar. Thank you very much. I appreciate such a speedy delivery. Although I can't expect anything less from the wonderful Aloria Galantine. You're all here to deliver such things. I would say there is some things that I would need a group of particularly skilled individuals at delivering things that I could hire you a lot for, as you seem to be well versed in such matters.
How much trouble are we going to get into?
How much
Multiple troubles.
Yes. How many troubles are we going to have because of this job?
Well, it is picking mushrooms on Slab Hill. Now, it has had some rain, but it is not a dangerous area of the forest. I don't know. I'm
According
sure.
to our map, is Slab Hill where we're heading for Man of like
It's-
in the forest direction, the same direction, or?
It is relatively you see it is
Give
basically
Pohika some scritches and be like, "Can I just borrow your map for 2 seconds, lovely?"
To
And then,
find
like,
it.
Respect the map.
yeah, just like pat around, see if I can find.
She like parts her hind legs kind of, and there's this like that bit in between like the leg and like the stomach that just kind of is always covered with fluff.
Yeah.
It's sort of there's like a canister in there.
Perfect.
As you pull out the map, you can see that Slab Hill and the barrow is in a similar spot.
Heading up that way anyway. I mean, how much are we talking in terms of recompense? Because we have got a bar to build.
Well, I am more than willing to offer you my expertise in suggestions for building such a bar, but I would imagine that you're looking for something more monetarily
Yes.
influenced.
Less like exposure and more like pay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I understand. Well, two things I can offer you. One, I can offer you 10 gold for delivering back these mushrooms. But they're sort of a rare copper cap mushroom that I'm trying for my latest beverage experiment. I can also, not only can I pay you 10 gold for delivering those mushrooms back to me, but, well, apologies. 10 gold, slaps down, for delivering these peppers to me.
Julz wants to say sense motive so hard, but that's Pathfinder 1.
Yeah. You can't sense motive. It's just a perception activity to do. And then the second thing, for bringing back the mushrooms, I am more than willing to give you 2 doses of capsaicin tonic. Which
What's that? For a friend that doesn't know, when we have to explain to them what we got.
So you know how I took the popcorn spiders that I made, and I made them like really spicy, and it got a bit too hot for you?
Oh, yeah.
It's like even hotter spiders. Yeah, it would be
not
amazing.
For me, but for you, and happy Seoni, happy life. Okay, yeah, this sounds good.
capsaicin tonic is worth 17 gold bought on the open market, so if it's not useful to you, then it's more than capable as use of monetary source.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, we're going there anyway. And Pohika loves to find, trying to figure out where the high point was there and missed it. I think, she was really good at, finding things before, and that nose keeps twitching so much that these mushrooms gonna be easy.
Yeah. I think we'll take the contract and we'll discuss whether or not we want gold or capsaicin or...
Oh, we get both.
Or both.
You get the 10 gold, sorry. The 10 gold is a flub. It was for the spicy peppers that you delivered to her. She pays you the 10 gold.
And perhaps we can also discuss maybe beverage knowledge and the learning of, maybe we can do a knowledge trade, because I have some very interesting ancestral knowledge of my own about certain ingredients and combinations, and perhaps we can look at doing some shared knowledge.
I would be more than interested to do something of that kind. Well,
maybe you brew it for us. And we don't utilize all the brewing equipment.
I am looking for some new taste testers, so if you were interested in possibly getting doing this task and completing it, I'd be more than willing to hire you on as someone to try out my new brews.
You just hear from the saucer
the very empty bowl.
I am always down to try new things.
Good. And she kind of with her winged sort of wing claw hand puts sort of scritches onto Pohika as you are quite clearly not very drunk, not belligerently so, but nicely warm throughout your system.
Pretty much. I am a tiny fox compared to my normal kitsune form, so I figure it just hits harder. Yeah. In this form than it does when she's full size.
Yeah.
Did you just sober up when you go back to full size?
Yeah.
Maybe.
But the reverse is terrible.
Just turn into a fox, immediately pass out.
Yeah.
As you're here and done at the crow's cask, is that what you would like to finish up talking to them about?
Yeah. Packages to deliver, so pick Pohika up off the bench top, because they might be a little tipsy to get down off the bench top.
There's like a little tiny like.
Put them on the
You know,
ground and
Little-
CSGs.
Thank you, look.
the
Yeah.
little.
Yeah.
And then gets on the ground, sort of tests or paws, and sort of like puts herself into running position again, and just looks up.
Still
at, like-
functional.
yeah,
You're on.
yeah, pretty much. Just looks up at Merisiel and just like, let's go. You know.
You guys here are trying to get to 10 Miller's Road. The Giant's Wheel is actually the large water wheel that actively processes the lumber that comes down the flume. So it's at the base of the flume here, and splits the lumber into more sort of manageable planks and the like. As you arrive to the Giant's Wheel, let's do another race check for Merisiel and Pohika.
Oh yeah. Where was that again? It's the hand one. Really not used to this sheet. Oh no!
Oh no.
I was worried for a moment.
Yeah. Pohika, you trip over.
It stays close. So.
You take a direct path, and unfortunately, from your short stature, you don't realize that the direct path lines up directly with a cliff side, and
I do that
Oh,
very
dear.
comical like look at everything and then just
and you can't climb up a cliff, so that's unfortunate. But you head back, Merisiel. You make it to the Giant's Wheel in a very quick fashion. And so yeah, you're the first to see that the Giant's Wheel it's a towering 30-foot diameter water wheel. That's truly a sight to behold. The wheel's immense size is needed to generate enough torque to power that mechanized treadmill, loading logs into the flume to keep the saws running within the mill. As you approach, you see that there is a relatively burly half-orc man who's ordering some individuals about. He says, "I'm gonna need 20 planks for this pallet here. Come on, need to move faster." As he turns around to see you, this is the individual.
he's handsome. Look at him.
Yeah.
Beard, it's glorious.
Yeah, well maintained beard is really key.
I see you all are here on some kind of mission. How can I help?
Package. I start like going through the bags.
Yeah.
This one
Sorry?
is it this one? I think this one's for you.
He
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's not for you. Maybe it's for that guy. And I like point to like some random dude behind him.
You see a human goes like, "Me?" And they're very confused. And
Maybe.
Plort looks back. "No, get back to work." Steps forward. "Thank you." He holds out. "I am Claude Hengus. Unfortunately."
Unfortunately, you know.
You know that you can give yourself a nickname or like change your
Yeah.
name, right?
Yes,
I think Pohika's in stitches. She's on her back with her little paws rolling around. And if you've ever heard a fox laugh, it definitely sounds like the "what does the fox say" song.
Just the whole song.
just the whole
The
song.
entire song.
Music
Dun,
starts.
dun, 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 dun.
He takes the package and nods a thank you to you. And as he sort of puts it into one of his sort of side bags. It's kind of like a messenger bag, but just a bit more of a sackish type arrangement. He looks at the four of you and raises an eyebrow. You're not the usual couriers, as he looks down at Pohika for this kind of thing.
Yeah, and she is sitting back up. So he goes, Pohika!
The usual courier's a bit stoned, so we're doing the deliveries.
Really?
Oh.
I never knew Nirala to take that sort of thing.
Yeah, I can't really tell him the news after that. That's a devastating blow. We're just filling in for now. Temporary couriers to get your package on time.
Fair enough. Thank you
Pohika
very
looks
much.
up and is like, but you said she was dead!
Like, you dog? What? Wild!
Yeah, she got turned to stone.
Yeah.
Oh, stoned!
The legs again.
It's just like dying again.
Oh no.
We have to build another room in the fish hut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's gonna be a replacement. Probably not us. Hopefully not us. I don't think we could do this permanently. We're struggling today.
I feel like Pohika could be an amazing courier. They're very fast.
Honestly, Pohika is
Yeah.
really.
You've got
I
this.
mean, apart from falling down that cliff, doing a great job.
Like ears. Like she was
That-
hoping nobody
you
saw.
You fell down the cliff and not a single package was damaged. Like, you just took a shortcut. So,
Anyway, that is 5 gold for the delivery. Split that however you want between the 4 of you.
I'm just adding it to a.
Yeah, I was like, do we have a party funds holder?
Yeah. I'm just making a note of it for now. We'll figure it out later.
We'll figure it out later.
Yeah. Carry on to the next one.
As you turn away, kind of says,
Oh, another job.
Mhm.
could
We're
I
stacking
ask
them up
you
today.
something?
Yes, we do live in the fish camp. It's
I'm a
wonderful.
tourist. What?
Sorry. Seem capable lot. I've noticed some scorching along the flume, and I suspect arson. I'd like to hire you. Seem
Okay,
to have your act together.
I promise this one wasn't me either. We rode down it once and I did not set fire to it then, and just once to try it, okay? We had a lot of alcohol and it wasn't me that time. Like, again, I've only burnt down a portion of my room.
Very capable, sir. You are right. We are the right people for the job for the right amount of money.
Yeah, I think Pohika would like look at them very confused and then turn at them and like flatten her ears and make it more pointed and put her tail into one and make it bushy and then sort of, you know, like at you like.
Confess.
Yeah.
Look at us. Especially that one. Wow.
We've got a few other jobs that we need to do first, so we can't hang around and, I mean, unless you just want us to do a structural appraisal and give you a limb report.
And then she looks at Merisiel and she looks at you very pointedly, still as a fox, and in your head you hear like fully just like her talking. No, didn't he say on fire? Didn't you say everybody died because of fire dogs? Like, isn't this a thing? Like, probably 2 and 2 makes 4, right?
It could be. I didn't know that they were here. We were a little further away before. God, I hope they're not here. That sucked.
Well, if you're willing to stake out the flume,
Yeah, we can
And-
get to it.
I can show you some of the parts along the flume where the incidents have been happening, and if you uncover the source of the sabotage and put a stop to it, I'm willing to offer you a rare prize. one of my old hatchets that I used to use in my days in the Aurora. Fairly magical, so I hope that would be sufficient payment for your
Any of us use a
mature,
hatchet?
capable
It
group.
depends on what the client asks me to do.
Yeah, I mean, and if not, we can just sell it on later. Like, it's fine. Yeah,
Here is
okay,
my family
sure.
sword. It has been passed down for generations.
Pohika just looking at you all. If she could have been in a human form, she would have had a hand on hip, like shaking her head, being like, "You guys nearly died from that, but sure, go back and do that again.
Yeah.
That's
No,
right."
I
Like, you
really
know, like, that's what
Not
she's
sure
like
I want
thinking.
to.
Well, you don't
I mean,
have to.
What's the urgency on this? Have you got other contractors involved?
No.
Well, we'll be back soon then and check it out. We do have more deliveries and some more pickups to do.
Well,
So-
take your time.
Yeah,
It's
we've got a
not-
list, but we'll add you to it.
It's
Yeah.
not something that needs to be done immediately, but
I mean, I want to check this out because I am finding those creatures.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
a score to settle.
well,
Someone's muscling in on your
excellent.
modus operandi.
Prefer
You can't
motivated
have that.
worker.
Yeah, no, only Seoni gets to burn this town down. No one else.
Exactly. Exactly.
I would
Maybe
prefer
Kyra.
you don't, but if you
Yeah.
do, just
a
make
metaphor,
sure that you don't burn down
you
the
know.
lumber mill to reconstruct it, because that would be bad.
Hey, you know, there could be a thing here. You know, I set fire to a place and you get a profit fixing it. Just saying. Anyway, we're going to deliver a package now. Bye.
I'm not going to commit contractual arson. Just turns around.
Genius, though. Okay. We got one more package. Do you think we're gonna get one more favor asked of us?
I
Who knows?
would almost bet on it at this point. Some kind of thick game and things always come in threes.
Right? Yeah.
Right.
I've noticed that.
Are you ready to race again?
Pohika!
Excellent.
3, 2, 1, go.
And this time she tries to like reach out one of her tails on the slide to like see if she can just slightly trip her.
Amazing.
Do it. Do it.
Do an athletics check to trip up Merisiel.
It's gonna be very bad. I have a +0. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, let's go.
You critically fail to do so and end up tripping yourself up onto the ground.
I think she does that like somersault tumble and she's all wrapped up in her own tail, so she kind of rolls for
Yeah.
a bit and then sort of untumbles and sort of shakes her head and sort of like sits there like, well, that was, yep, that seems right. You know,
Yeah.
checks
trip.
checks the last package in the saddlebags,
Come
make
back
sure
and
it's
help
okay.
you out.
Yeah.
Just to despair.
Yeah.
All right. As you head out of town, you approach into this final location. Delivery to a herbalist by the name of Abanye Nyana. It's a small cottage just outside of Otari. And as you approach, you see that things are slightly amiss. The cottage appears to be in shambles, with dried herbs, candles, crockery smashed and scattered across every surface. You see that the door itself to this cottage hangs slightly open. As I will change our scene. Ominously.
Too friendly to be ominous.
And the stinkweed. I love the names of the maps.
Yeah. It's not.
Just vibing, you know. Pohika's just like, I'm having a great time. You guys die, that's what it's meant to be.
Next week we all wear tails.
I'm solely tempted. This is so adorable.
Yeah, so you see that the thing itself is slightly open. What do you do as you approach?
Knock on the door frame and poke our head in.
Alright.
Wait, something's not right.
Yeah.
Can I...
Bad senses.
Can I sneak around?
Would you like to do some exploration activities?
Yes,
As
I
you
would.
approach? So, Pohika, this is a great time to introduce to you exploration activities. I don't know if you are aware of them at all, but now's a great time to talk about it. So, as you're going through, basically there are 3 main forms of play in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. There's encounter mode, which is all of your like combats, social encounters, things where you have to do sort of like a turn-by-turn basis of things. Then there's exploration mode, which is going in between the different sort of combat encounters and that sort of thing. Your exploration of like dungeons and, you know, forests and the like. And then there is also just put that. And then there's also downtime.
I can see you filling
well.
them.
Yeah.
My character sheet is being
Just, like,
populated right
growing.
now.
Yeah. Tell me that.
And you're supposed to not give away the fact that I haven't done
Oh,
it.
sorry. It was just like magic. Things were just appearing. It was awesome.
It's pretty fun.
As you go through exploration, you can do one of these different activities that I have, as you pointed out, populated your tab with there. And these different things allow you to do sort of that kind of thing that you would normally do, like, oh, I'm going to look for traps or something like that, would be, I'm going to do the search activity, which allows you to be on the lookout for hazards. Scout gives everyone a bonus to initiative. Avoid notice is like your stealth or hiding thing, and then detect magic. I don't actively remember, do you have detect magic as a cantrip?
No, I didn't actually pick it, I don't think, so...
That's cool. You can't do that unless you have it, but, you know.
No, that's cool. But I think I would probably, for now, do scout anyway, because I'm small and I can kind of crawl ahead and make sure I'm watching for everything.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet. As Seelah, Merisiel, and Seoni have already done their activities, which is great to see. I will chuck the razor shield on Seelah.
Oh yeah, I forget to do that. Yeah, shields out like swords just like next to me, just slowly blowing some smoke. I'm like, I don't trust this. This feels not nice.
You can click the little...
I was trying to figure out how to click it. I clicked literally everything else first.
But the other,
and I'll
I vibe that.
I'll put the scouting effect, the scouting buff on everybody here.
Cute!
As some people have it twice, I don't know why.
I do have it twice. I like that.
I'll move up and case the joint.
Fantastic. As you do so,
I guess I moved with you, right?
can you do a stealth check, please, Merisiel?
Absolutely.
I'm just sending out the pings.
Vibing into the universe.
Pretty much.
I'm into it.
Okay.
Nice.
You use the cover of the trees and the sort of foliage around to get a bit of a gander on this cottage itself. As you look at the cottage itself, it doesn't actively appear to be any windows. However, there are 2 doors to this place. one that is sort of around the back to the right of the property. Which I realize I haven't drawn as a thing. That is, in fact, a wall. So just put that as a door now.
And we've had a request to turn the music down. It's a little loud.
Sweet.
Thanks, Jack.
Fantastic.
You chat. I'm wagging my tail for you.
Just every time.
Throws me.
Were either of the doors already open?
The front one is ajar?
The front one is slightly ajar.
I thought it was a
and
door.
Yes, it is.
That's why I said it's slightly open to start with. As that joke is made every freaking time. Every time.
You know what? We're gonna do it again.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll creep up and have a little peer through the door.
Okay. One moment, Merisiel. As you peer through the door.
It's like Resident Evil, you see the animation of the door opening and...
Yeah, and then you have to pause.
There's
Don't like
question
private
marks.
dice. No private dice.
You put your hand onto the door. As you slightly push it, your ears perk up as you look up and you see that there is an urn placed so that it would topple down if the door was opened any further. Releasing your hand from the door, you believe that with an appropriate thievery check, you could stabilize and remove the urn so it doesn't shatter onto you.
Is that appropriate enough?
That is
that
just the
appropriate?
DC. As you
I didn't want to overdo it.
as you grab the urn, it's a really good thing you've got Trapfinder, by the way. Otherwise, you wouldn't have gotten a check to find that. So as you grab it, you pull down this urn, and you hear from inside this little of some kind of reptilian creature from within.
I'll put it down next to the door and mark it for later.
Excellent.
And without stepping through, I'll push the door open a little bit more.
All right. As you push the door open a little bit more, you inspect inside of this location, as I'm zoomed way too far into the PDF. You have a look into this space. A narrow bed seems to be tucked as I open the door. And you can't see it because you're not inside. Hold on, let's put you inside.
I'm like, there's a roof.
There's... Hey!
Stove should be on fire.
No fire, please, not again so soon.
You see a narrow bed is tucked into an alcove along one wall. A large armoire is lashed shut with bright green vines, and it stands near to the bed. Hello?
We love that. That's a good delivery.
Yeah. An unpleasant odor appears to fill the cottage that smells like rotten garlic.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
You good up there? Do
As you enter...
Oh no, I wasn't stepping in. I was just pushing the door open.
Sorry.
Looking from the entrance.
Look from the entrance, you see that there are two creatures that haven't noticed you yet, who appear to be sort of almost plant-like in nature. They appear to be inspecting underneath the bed and inside the chest, and you hear like a little "Get me out of this thing!" coming from the armoire.
I signal back to my friends.
Peace?
There's two. She's saying
Oh.
there's two of them.
Right,
Yeah.
no, I
Yeah.
don't think we had discussed hand signals previous to this, so I was just vibing.
Reasonable.
Vibing.
Yeah. I mean, when does Merisiel vibe? She murders, so I'm kind of presuming two means
Oh,
two.
yeah,
kill.
two murder, okay.
Yeah.
I lift my shield back up and like click my neck, getting ready.
Is my detect magic picking up anything?
Not currently. Nope. Unfortunately.
Step forward. I just
Yeah.
want to get like a little bit closer, but like hopefully
Yeah.
staying out of sight.
I'll start creeping in, avoiding any of the stuff on the floor, and try and creep around behind one of these things.
Mhm.
My friends will see me drawing my weapons as I move in.
All right. We
I
will
change
keep,
out of my fox form.
We will
you know?
keep-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Into murder form?
Into
Well,
bigger form.
I'm literally reaching up to cast a spell at the little like black butterfly crystal thing that keeps following me, and like
Mhm.
phase it out of existence somewhat, and like pull it
Nice.
down into me, basically. Yeah.
That's so cool.
So cool.
Ah,
Seoni's making a note to talk to you about this black crystal butterfly because she wants one.
Yeah.
As we head into initiative, Merisiel will give you the +1 from Pohika's scouting, even though that's kind of funny in given circumstance. I will use your stealth roll if you're happy to do so for
Is my initiative.
as your initiative. Yes.
Nice.
that's sick. I just
That's
saw
a
it,
Pretty-
so
that's a
yeah.
pretty good roll. Yeah,
That's
I'll take
pretty decent.
it. Yeah.
Oh
and
gosh,
for
yes.
Everyone else,
that
can
feels
you
good.
please roll perception as initiative?
I tried to
Yes.
roll.
That's
Pohika,
fun,
really
Dave.
good for Seoni.
I got it. I
Cool.
got it. I'm pretty. Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pohika!
Oh my gosh.
Excellent. As we begin the encounter, Merisiel, you're up first.
Excellent.
As we start combat, I need to get rid of this chill music.
Aww.
Aww. Do, 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 do.
I'll use my first action to creep up behind this guy.
Oh no.
And then I'll, I guess, tickle him in the ribs.
Tickle him in the ribs. Fair enough.
Not
Yes.
being able to see inside the house is very sweat-inducing.
It's terrifying.
Welcome to me
Yeah.
in the spider battle. The whole
Yeah.
thing.
You're just like, what's going on?
Yeah. I imagine I have them flat-footed because I'm before them in the initiative.
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm all sneaky and crap, so I'm going to be really good at this.
I will. Hold on.
Oh, I forgot to target. Damn.
That's okay. I forgot to make them flat-footed.
Okay.
But they are.
Does that hit?
A
The
20 will definitely hit. Yeah.
Excellent. Damage. Where's my damage? There. Is it, that's gonna add my stealth, isn't it? Yes.
Yes.
There we go. We start with 15.
Nice.
Nice.
As you stab into this creature, it just sort of notices you as you hop on top of the chest that it was inspecting and stab into it with
I
your
didn't know which way it was
short
looking.
sword. Yeah, it's so good. As you stab into it, it sort of reels back, and you see its long vine-like arms sort of go into sort of more of a readied position, but it's still caught off guard for a second strike.
I will strike out at it once again.
Yes.
I have it targeted this time, I believe.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very.
Love to see.
Very
We
nice.
love.
Nice.
Roll critical damage as you
Yeah.
obliterate this thing. Merisiel back on form. You strike it
Yes.
with the spark blade, cutting apart this shambler to ribbons, and it is dead on the ground.
Amazing.
It's all three of my actions.
Pohika, it is your turn.
She goes racing in there, worried about, like, you know, new friends. So moves inside the place. I can't really see myself to know where I should move myself exactly.
You are this token.
Yeah. So like 5, 10, 15.
Ah, right.
20,
I see where
25.
you mean. Hold on.
I want to
One
kind of
moment.
get like maybe here-ish somewhere.
Yes. I realize what you're saying because the grid opacity is a bit whack. Hold on. Is that going to update? It might have to be
That's
a
okay, I
refresh
can figure
situation,
it
but that's
out.
okay.
So like 5, 10, like 15, 20.
Yeah. If you
25.
control click, it will measure on the map itself.
You've jumped right on top of me.
Oh, have I? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
I'll go there, because she races in, and because she doesn't really know anybody and like what their stuff is just generically worried and just sort of like
Yep.
strokes you. So just like, you know, I don't know if it's welcome touching or unwelcome touching, but just sort of like
Oh, no,
strokes
it's welcome.
Merisiel.
Your consent is.
I'm basically doing Forbidding Ward, so it just like gives you a +1 status bonus to armor class and saving throws. So
Nice.
she just kind of like, you know, strokes a little bit, and then I sort of asks you if you're alright.
I am now.
Awesome. So that one has a duration of 1 minute.
Yes.
But it is sustained, which means that on your following turns, you can spend 1 action to keep the spell active.
Yeah. So I've still got 1 action left, right?
That spell, I think.
Or is it 2?
So if you look on to the right of the letters,
Oh, it is-
there's 2.
It is
Yes.
2. It's
2
2.
little pips.
Yep. 2 little triangle thing guys. Yep.
So
I'm good.
2
My
actions.
turn.
Excellent.
Thank you.
And the move.
Yes.
So,
and
done.
the move. As I realized looking over to the thing that the stream won't be able to see this building,
Nope.
which is
On the
fantastic.
inside.
But
Keep it a surprise for the other players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's terrifying looking over there and not seeing what's in the house.
I can't wait.
you see
The
that
mystery.
there is you see that there is this stinkwheat shambler that rolls up to you, Pohika, as you are the closest one.
Don't like it. Cut it out.
I'm sorry. As it will attack you. Like that.
Rude.
Yeah, definitely. That is unfortunately a hit. As it deals 8 points of damage to you.
I'm trying to remember if I have like reactions. I don't know if I actually do have any particular reactions. Nah, doesn't look like it. Oh, I do actually have that guy. Fun. Okay. I just react with invigorating fear.
Okay.
Why not?
I just turn at it and I'm like, and it just projects out of me. I wasn't expecting it. I was just stroking a friend.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the trigger for that reaction is they gain the frightened condition.
Oh, it is too. It is too.
But that works incredibly well with your main
my main thing.
your main thing. So, we'll see if that comes to play later, but you take, unfortunately, this 8 damage directly.
Right.
As it moved
think I
up,
did it.
is hitting you, and then it is going to hit you again, apparently, for 10 points. Sorry, I already did the 8 damage to you, so didn't need to do a further 8 damage to yourself.
Oh, right. Sorry.
It's all automated. We don't...
Pohika is playing on hard mode.
I'm trying to
Take
like
double
kill
damage.
myself.
Double
Yeah.
damage. It's
Don't
like, no,
do
that
it,
was a
don't
crit,
do it.
right? Okay.
We're still down hit points from last time.
I'm so used to having to manage it all myself.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm here to help. Because I just have it like a damage button, which means that I just like click the button and it damages you. So.
Cute.
Gosh, that is a good point. It's still the same day, isn't it, Merisiel?
Yeah.
Yeah, we fought the centaur this morning.
We didn't fight the centaur. We avenged the centaur this morning.
Yeah, we avenged it. I was wondering why I only had 1 spell slot left on each spell.
Oh.
But I also think when I was trying to work out my new spells, I might have cast some of them last time. So I'll put it back to 1 and 1. It's absolutely fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I can't remember what I cast and what I was trying to work out with the new stuff. Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
As that is this thing's turn, it whacks you with its 2 vines that crack like whips onto your furry flesh here. It hurts a heck of a lot. Seoni, it is your turn.
Perfect. Okay. I will 5, 10, 15. Holy moly. 20, 25 over here. And then go, oh, right, I'm running a little low. That's okay. You're a
I
plant.
don't see it.
Pardon?
Oh no,
Sorry.
I can just suddenly see it in the building.
The
Freaked
door
me
is
out.
the door is open. Yeah.
The door is open.
So I will
Majority
cast
of
a
everyone's
cantrip because I was told to cast fire, so I am going to cast fire. And also, this is plants, and I know plants don't like fire.
Excellent. Yes.
So I'm going to cast Juice Flame and do a ranged attack with it.
Do it. Obliterate. Haha, that's a good hit.
Nice.
It is a good hit.
Nice.
Damage.
Oh.
11 points of fire damage to this plant,
As
please.
you toss this
Nice.
motive flame, it hits onto this plant creature, and you see the flame just sort of like scorches and ignites over a portion of the vines, and it deals an additional amount of damage.
Ooh.
As some of the vines like fall off this creature. The other one would have gone. Now it's Seelah.
Yeah, let's go. I
Murders.
suddenly like turn around and can see through the door. I'm like, holy shit, what is that? And then I see fire fly, and I'm like, oh, that's the thing we're killing. Okay, we can do this. And I just run in. Because
Excellent.
everyone else has, and that just seems terrifying for me as the one with the shield. So I'm gonna run in and stand right here. Oh, amazing! That was perfect because I couldn't actually see that half of the room, so I didn't know where anyone else was. I was just like, I can see no one standing there. That's where I want to go.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Look at me learning target with the smoking sword.
Smoking sword.
I'm just gonna go and like slice at it as I'm running through.
Oh, yes.
Hopefully through the middle. Let's go. Let's go. No.
Second strike Seelah.
Second strike Seelah. I mean, Seelah could put her shield up, but she has to hide her shame of missing everything ever in her entire life and try again. Yes.
Yeah. As your name
Second strike
becomes
Seelah.
more set in to your
Oh
personality.
gosh, set in stone.
Yeah.
This is how you get a nickname. We need to go tell that other guy. And I would like to hit it for my 7 points of damage, which includes 1 fire damage, if that means anything.
You slash at it. It does strike against this thing. Fortunately, as you hit across it, your smoky sword seems to almost like a flint spark across this thing and ignite some of it, dealing more damage than you otherwise would have.
I love it so much.
Okay. Fire is always the answer.
As it,
My shield is down as well. Keep it up. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's reasonable. Yeah. Yeah. No problem. No problems here. Merisiel, it is your turn. At last.
Yes. First action to get over beside it.
Mhm.
And then let me just target it real quick and do one of these. Oof.
Oh
I don't
no.
want to look that bad in front of my new friend. I'll use a
Yeah.
hero point on that.
Yes.
Yes.
Let me,
That never
do
happened.
one.
We never saw that.
That's better.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fair enough.
120.
Nice.
There's,
Inspirational.
there any stealth damage on that as well? Sneak attack?
Unfortunately, there's no sneak attack because it's not flat-footed to you.
Oh,
But that's
that's a
more than
shame.
enough to kill it anyway. So
Yeah.
as you stab in with your magical short sword, you see the vines sort of just drape and land around where you struck it, and it is dead. Well done, everyone.
Well done. Look at us.
Yeah, it's almost like
Murder
that level
machines.
was much needed.
She's just kind of
Yeah.
forget she's not in her fox form and is like, ooh, sorry.
It's weird. It's okay. If you got shamble on you, are you okay as well? Like,
Oh,
not at all.
I mean, ow. She's like pulling like bits of crap out of her fur, and you can
Oh.
see underneath there's like definitely marks underneath the fur and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, hang on, I can't have that. And I like warm my hands up until there's a glow. And then I lay on hands on you just to heal you a little bit.
Heal.
Heal,
that has
heal,
improved,
heal.
so it is now.
It has?
Yeah, it's now
Amazing.
12 points of healing.
That's not even like a little improvement. That's a huge improvement.
Hey.
Yeah. Doof.
Every 2 levels, it goes up by another 6.
That is
Nice.
amazing.
Yeah.
I love that.
We should definitely wait here a little while until you can do it again.
Yeah, okay. I'm like, okay, you know what, you guys, you can look around this little place. I'm gonna go sit on the bed
Oh,
and just focus for 10 minutes.
As
yeah,
you
very
hear,
intensely.
Under the
Thunk,
bed.
thunk, thunk.
We need to have a look
Help
in this
me!
somewhere.
coming from the armoire.
I'm targeting myself.
You're not a plant, are you?
Would I be if I was in here?
You could be like a mold. Like mildew, maybe.
Yes, I'm a
Mildew's
mildew.
talk?
Please open the door.
Fine, there's chains on it. One moment. Can
Thank
I
you.
disarm the chains?
It's vines that are wrapped.
Vines.
Vines?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
Oh.
start cutting them off.
You
And,
easily slice them open with your short sword. As you coming out of this sort of area here, you see an individual. He is dripping with sweat and takes a large gasp.
Damp, dark location. You definitely could be a mildew.
I suppose I could. But nevertheless, thank you profusely. I thank you for freeing me from that. I did not know that the stinkweed could grow in that fashion, nor that it would attack me in such a way. It seems that the natural world surrounding Otari is coming to life in a way that is not great. Anyway, my name is Abanye.
Yes, Abanye. We have 2 delivery fees to collect, I guess. One for delivering a package, and the other for delivering you safely from harm.
Death. I'm pretty sure it's certain death.
Yeah, that wasn't a
absolutely.
good situation.
I was probably going to suffocate within a few hours, yes. It was hot in there. Anyway, I'm sorry, my back is a river of sweat right now as he goes over.
This is a lot.
Pohika sniffs at the box and just steps in and just curls up. He's right, it is quite nice in here.
So, it's all on your fur. Oh, it's like a whole puddle of it. Ew.
You see that Abanye kind of like, now that he's able to move properly, takes off his robe, like, overcoat kind of thing. He still has a shirt underneath. Don't worry.
Pohika's tail starts wagging again. Yeah.
He's like Donald Duck. He's got no pants, just a shirt.
Yeah. No. Full Pooh Bear moment. No. He is clothed underneath. It was merely robes that was covering the normal clothing underneath. As he opens up the chest, he pulls out a large flexible leaf and passes this over to Merisiel. Although I'm not sure if you're capable of using this, you see that there's script written on the leaf. This will protect you from flame. It is effectively a scroll, although I don't... Parchment is difficult to come by through here.
Yeah,
Yes.
Pohika puts her furry hand out for it.
Sure, you helped. Thank you.
Oh, no, I'm good with scrolls, magic.
Okay, that's what I mean. Here, you take it. It's no use to me.
Want me to put this on you?
Probably not right now,
Okay.
but hang on to it for later.
That was the most pressing delivery of my life, as you so eloquently put. But in any case, I believe you said you had a second delivery for me.
Yeah, the saddlebags. Wait, where did the saddlebags go?
Oh, they've kind of turned into like hip bags. They're like,
yeah.
so
I'm like, where do I?
Think like
get
bum
them?
bags. Yeah,
Yeah.
like think like bum bags, but sitting on her hips. So
Yeah.
now they're just like here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've got thumbs now. You can get your own. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
look at you go.
Which that's the only one left, right? She,
Yep.
like,
As you
offers it
pass
up.
the parcel to him, he grabs it. Thank you very much. These Thuvian herbs are going to be excellent in my experiments. As he puts it down.
Were these your experiments as well?
Oh God, no. Apologies. I'm working on a new form of elixir to recover from wounds. Unfortunately, it's not done yet. Otherwise, I would offer you some. Nevertheless, as he goes over to the similar chest, he pulls out coin purse, and he also pulls out a feather token. As he passes you this feather, and pulls out 5 gold again for the delivery of such
The feather
things.
do.
This is a bird feather token, I believe. As to what it does he actually know?
I can take a look at it if he doesn't know.
It'd be
Yeah.
kind of ironic if he
Because-
didn't know.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
he
He's
is
just like,
like-
here's a fancy feather.
5 coins and this
Fucking
feather
up.
I found.
Hey, don't diss a good feather. A good feather is quite like there's a number of them in Seoni's room that she's found on the beach.
Yeah, I'm like thinking Seoni's hair, little feather action in it.
Pohika coughs up a feather and is like,
Feather's good. It's a little snack for
Whole
later.
peacock feather.
So, this item itself is a bird feather token. When you interact with it, when it's activated, it transforms into a small sparrow that will relay a message up to 1 minute in length, along with the name and rough location of the recipient. And it has to be someone you know, but it is a way of delivering a message to whomever you so choose.
And it's a one-shot thing.
It is a single-use item, unfortunately.
So
but
it's like the letter one that I've got.
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah,
Pretty
it is.
cool.
It'd be kind of handy, you know, when we're just about to die again, we could like send our last will and testament to someone and be good.
Let me do this legal document for 1
Yeah.
minute to the sparrow.
It's 1
The only
minute.
thing it's going to say is you got 4 more couriers killed, and let's send it now.
As,
Maybe it's
House
like
goes
a-
to Kyra.
as he holds
Might
out
be-
this sort of bright blue feather with a sort of golden, a golden spine along it, he holds it up. Who would like this?
not me, I'll eat it.
Okay, fair enough. It
That
is
does
not
seem likely.
nutritional in value.
It's
Okay.
good.
I vote Seoni. She's just, you know, so good at communicating that I think that minute she would probably get like 10 minutes of conversation into. So
Fair enough. Nevertheless, thank you for saving my meager life. It is much appreciated. But yes, if there's anything else that I could help you with in some small way, I would be more than willing to do so, in terms of information or direction. But
You said you were working on new restorative potions.
yes, well, there's the.
Do you have old ones that are tested and proven to work?
I mean, I do have some simple elixirs of life that are mild forms of healing.
Do you know the being of Nirvana that gives your life purpose and focus?
No.
Oh, we were following a piece of paper that has a cross in it.
That sounds like some kind of new wave faith or something. I do not spend much time on that sort of thing.
And she sniffs his herbs. Okay.
I spend much time in the green and natural world, more so than
I think
society.
we have a little friend who get on frickin' Mike might get on well with you, possibly. But if you do manage to come up with some interesting potions and stuff, we may be interested. Just send word to the fish camp. We really need to rename our base. Like,
yeah, fish
hate
camp
calling it-
is not a good
Yeah.
advertisement.
No.
Also, are you talking about the one that is west of town?
Yes.
I
Yes.
always thought of that more of a building than a camp, but
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't understand why it was ever called the fish camp. It's a really
I think it's because of all the bedrooms. Like,
Yeah.
I
you know.
never really understood it either. It just seems.
Does it smell
anyway.
fishy?
It does, but we've done a lot of work to clear it out. There's been
Yeah.
so much burning.
You open the windows, get a nice breeze. But yeah, anyway, send it to the fish camp, yet to be named, to something far more impressive.
West
The
of
breeze
town,
building.
fish camp, beachside.
Thank you very much. And I hope.
Are you
to-
setting things on fire?
I.
Good
The
point.
lumberman told us to keep up for people that were setting things on fire. Like,
Oh, no, I don't commit arson.
have you seen things setting things on fire?
The only things I set on fire are tobacco and some other herbs.
Well, then you should really know about Nirvana.
Yeah.
And she reaches into her pouch and passes him some Grolner. and is like,
Oh.
"What's that?"
How do you
my
spell this? This. Oh, that.
GROLNA. Yep.
He's gonna do a check.
Oh my gosh, yes.
He takes this sort of almost murky greenish, effectively pill into his hand, and he looks at it. I don't know what this is, and normally it is ill-advised to take things that you do not know what they are.
Is it? All the
But
time.
screw it. And he takes some.
He took
Just
the
right
whole
there.
one.
Oh,
No,
you meant to split that, have a meal in between.
Yeah. Pohika turns back to everybody and was like, "Oh, he won't know we exist in about 5 minutes."
Amazing.
That's amazing.
Ooh, it's might be sooner than that.
I like get off the bed and I'm like, please, sir, come lie down.
I would appreciate and give a discount if you do not steal my stuff.
Never steal. Not unless you're dead. Then you're not dead. You're going to have a great time.
Thank you.
I gently like push him to the bed
Yeah.
and just lay him down, take a boot off.
And she,
Oh.
she just like brushes him with her tails a little bit and is like whispering, "Nirvana, Nirvana," and then just
This
like,
sounds
and then
ideal.
just like creeps out, and like pushes everybody else out behind
Yeah.
you. You know?
Yeah. You let this man just lie in his bed, covered in fox fur.
He's gonna make a fortitude save.
He
I'm
may
going to lie
very
him
well
on his
die.
side before we leave.
He's
and
good at
prop a
this.
pillow
Yeah.
up behind him.
And just for sake of it, I'll make it a public roll. Oh yeah.
He's good at this, eh? It's so good.
So good.
Amazing.
Yeah, sideways seems like a good idea.
Yeah, put him in recovery position,
Yeah,
prop him
Make
up.
sure there's like a glass of water there for first thing in
Yeah.
the morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
A little like note of, hey, we didn't steal anything. You're
You
Hope
okay.
you find yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pohika says to him, "Oh, don't worry. Halfway through the trip, he'll just not know that he did it, but he'll be out in the forest and he'll find exactly what he's looking for. It's incredibly good for your nose." She nods at them. "Oh, he won't remember though. He'll just find the herb the next day. But it'll be like a present."
Kind of groans and then throws the key surprisingly accurately at Merisiel. Can you lock on the way out?
Sure.
As he curls up.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Well,
that is
I guess that's that.
an experience.
Yep. Just kind of gently leave.
Yeah.
You done your full 10 minutes to get your focus cover?
Yeah, I imagine.
Yeah, by now,
Yeah.
for sure.
Conversation.
I can on Merisiel.
Close the door.
I would love it if I could.
Seelah, who are you applying said healing to?
Yeah, wait, does anyone else need healing? Or are we good?
I
We're
didn't take any
6
damage.
points away from full, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
feels
12,
yeah.
12 will put me back one off full, so.
Yeah, so definitely there.
Yeah.
Because it'll be
Yeah.
less on me.
Whack.
please.
Not whacking. That would be mean. Because I probably would do damage. I'll
Plate
heal you.
gauntlet, just
Yeah, just whoa.
Between the
I'm so
strokes and the
strong.
wax, it's been a good day.
Amazing. There we go.
Right.
I'll take that out of my focus pool for now, and then
We should let
Yeah.
him
we should
rest.
go. We should go. We should definitely
Uh,
go. Let this gentleman find Nirvana.
Pohika's already outside, looking at her piece of paper with the crosses on it and smelling for like old corpses. You know, like that
Mhm.
that burial smell. She's like,
After I
Yeah.
lock the door, I'll wonder what he wanted me to do with the key. Maybe he's got a spare. Maybe I should just push it under the door a little bit.
Push it under the door. I like that.
Yeah.
I find like a twig to help like show
Yeah,
it.
I'll just push the key so it's just under the door, so he'll see it easy enough once he sobers up.
Mhm.
And then I pick up my jar.
dexterity
jar.
saving throw to make sure that he doesn't kick it back
It's
under
my
the door
jar
again.
now, and it's got my friend in it.
Fair enough.
I have a friend in here.
In the jar?
Yeah.
What kind of friend? It's a small jar.
Yeah. A scaly one, probably.
Oh,
And
like
probably a
Ollie?
little bit poisonous, I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
It
Yeah,
was
cool. I back
set up
away
on the-
slightly.
Yeah, it
That
was
sounds amazing.
just
Comes up
set
closer.
on top of the door. I'm not sure how to deal with it right now. Let's just walk with it and I'll figure it out. Maybe we'll release it on the way.
Yeah.
Or you could milk it if it's poisonous and use it for like.
All sorts
And
of stuff, right?
And
like,
yeah, she's
yeah.
like,
I mean,
yeah, like her eyes are glittering at you, like, you know.
That's kind of what I'm hoping, but I don't. I don't. Well, maybe we can get through this with an urn that intact.
With the
Okay.
urn intact.
Yes.
All right. As
And she brings back a crystal butterfly, by the way, like pops it back into existence and like pops it on top of the scroll. And as you like watch the wings unfurl and kind of flutter and stuff, you realize that there's like the faintest writing kind of in the glistening pieces of the scales. And she's like, no, see, you have to learn this one. She's like talking
very
to the butterfly about learning the scroll. No, I need to give the paper back. You know how hard paper is. I need to give the paper back. So if we keep the oh goodness, you know how to do this. And she's just like carrying and like talking to it.
That's amazing.
what's your friend there? I am absolutely fascinated, by the way, with your friend. Absolutely gorgeous, but they remember the spell and then you don't need the scroll at all? Because like when I use a scroll, I use a scroll. I don't know. I've got a scroll that I haven't actually used of magic missile. I should probably use it at some point. I keep forgetting about it.
She kind of looks at you and she goes, oh, I never remember my own spells. If I didn't have my friend here, I would probably not know how to do any magic.
Oh, that's interesting. See, my magic comes from, like, when I'm trying to remember, I just make a new tattoo on my body. That's what all these are, you know. But
No, my familiar friend here remembers everything for me.
quite cool.
It's kind of a living spellbook, I guess. Wizards are dumb. They just have pages.
They really
have-
are.
Yeah, I have a friend.
why did that show up?
Why did that just show up?
I
That
don't
scared
know.
me so much.
Sorry.
Oh, we get wow.
Shows up true because it's fantastic.
Oh
There it is.
Hey.
Just this angry face of no.
Oh gosh. Mm-hmm.
While they're talking about the familiars and how they cast magic,
Mm-hmm.
I want to wrap the urn up in the blanket from my bedroll.
Mm.
And then reattach it to my pack.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it should be snug and safe.
She's
sure.
like, do you change it all when you cast? Like, she's fascinated by other people who cast magic too. She's like, do you change it all? I tend to get a bit. And she turns and looks at you and her eyes just like go like black and dark. And it's like goth makeup spreading all over her face as she like kind of like, you know, and her
Seoni.
cheeks, like sucking and
Seoni immediately starts casting through the runes and makes her hands start to smoke and black smoke embers start appearing out of her and she starts taking on some of her mist. And then she's like, I can also transform. I can like, and then, you know, it's just easy if I show you. And then she'll start to cast her dragon claws and you'll see black scales start to appear. She's like, I can make these. And then just, magic's so cool. I don't understand why
never
people are
whispered to
obsessed
Seelah.
with weapons.
Swords are cooler, don't worry.
I
Yeah.
love swords. Like, you got 2 of them, and that makes me so happy for you.
I love that for me.
Yeah.
And yours, it's gorgeous.
it's
The
just
aesthetic,
so smoky.
it's smoky.
I love the idea that like the four of them are just walking along towards like this burial grave ground and just like fangirling over each other's like stuff.
No,
you
you're
know?
so beautiful.
Oh my god, can I touch your scales? They look amazing.
Only if I can
had
touch your
scales.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Such a cute scene.
Yeah.
Who does the hair on your tails? God, it's beautiful.
It's all me, but the ribbons keep falling off.
Oh my god.
You'll have to do my hair later.
And I'm pretty sure that we can like work something out. You know, Toto's pretty flexible, so we can send him along to. Toto is the animated mummified hand around her neck.
She's just delighted. Yeah. She's like, aren't I just the luckiest kitsune in the world to have found such great friends just in the forest while I was picking more of those drugs?
I feel like you are the drug. I don't think it's the plants you're giving us. I feel like you're just the drug.
Yeah, you feel addictive. Like, I could just get a lot of this.
I figured the DM needed some space to say something.
You head into the woods as you're talking and fangirling. You are heading not just in the sort of direction of the corpses and that you're smelling for, but you see as you get sort of like maybe half a mile away from your given location, you see that there is a small what's the phrase? Heterochromatic fox that appears before you.
Oh, beautiful.
Ooh, so cute.
Yes. As it sort of walks up, it kind of wraps around Pohika and then walks back into the forest itself.
Pohika sort of like waves two tails in her hands. It's like, hello, I don't think we've met, but goodbye. Like,
Doesn't that what you do to get us to follow you?
Yeah.
I
don't know if
normally
you've
much
heard
more
of-
direct than that. I normally just growl and tug until people come with me, but I guess it could be.
Could be.
But then, you know, they're giving us the option to follow and say, you know, you don't have to, but would you like to follow?
Oh,
take a detour.
consent. I was learning about consent, yes.
Yes.
Apparently I shouldn't force people to do what I want.
Yeah, I know it's really, like, sometimes it's just so much easier, but, you know, people aren't really happy with it, so...
I mean,
yeah.
ideally don't.
Yeah.
Unless you have a conversation about it before and they're like, yeah, no, you can force me to do whatever you want.
I have no problem with you growling and tugging me until we come together.
I feel like
we
if
want to
they're
follow the
trying to-
fox.
If they're trying to kill you, you're allowed to force them to do what you want too, right? I
Oh,
think
yeah.
that's fine.
yeah.
And then
Okay.
she like sniffs in the direction that the heterochromatic fox went. I'm not even sure what it is. Not sure it's like me or not. And she just kind of like wanders aimlessly off in that direction.
Yeah, definitely following.
Yeah.
You see...
Can I send out detect magic to see if it's
Yeah.
pinging is not a fox?
As you get closer, you ping out to this creature. It is non-magical, but roll an occultism check.
I
Those are
cannot.
spicy.
Can I open my sheet there? Can I open my sheet there? I
A
don't know
plus
where
10 and I rolled a 4.
I am not in the actors list. There I am. There I am. I just had to learn to open a folder. Look at that.
We're learning out here.
Hey.
I should really pop this out. That would be a lot more logical.
I
Right.
forgot we could pop them out.
I know, right?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Cost
wow,
us
so
a-
you know.
Despite my interest in it, it's not my speciality.
I'm
You
so dumb.
are unfortunately unaware of this creature. But it does not seem, from your rolls, it does not seem. What's the phrase? It seems like a natural creature, but there's something more to it.
Okay.
Possibly a spicy fox, but it's not a spicy fox.
It's not a spicy fox, no.
It's regular spice.
Yeah. It's Seelah spice, not Seoni spice.
It's a fair way to put it. As you go through. Sorry, I thought I felt vibration on the table. That was weird. As you go through, this forested area, you follow the fox and you see that there is a sort of clearing here. In this clearing, you see a semblance of a camp set up. Like there's a ring of stones where a pot has been placed up near it. There is a bedroll, and you see that the fox itself seems to curl up on one of the stumps that is here as a grouping of chairs. There are a total of 6 stumps, 5 of which are positioned surrounding one.
Do we like take a chair? Should we ask first? Do we need to polite company?
Oh, well, I mean, I can ask if you like. Oh, can you not see?
Nope. Pitch black.
I don't see a thing. It's so
pitch
dark.
black.
Pitch black.
The screen is back. It's mainly because there's no art for this particular thing other than, the actors
I'm-
and such.
Okay.
Using my imagination.
Use your imagination so hard I'll put the fox back up again.
Oh
Thanks.
wow! I manifested a fox with my imagination. Now I'm gonna manifest my mortgage being paid.
Accurate.
That's surreal.
Too real.
I thought we were pretending a way to escape reality here.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Hey,
having our mortgage paid would help us escape reality.
Pohika, can you ask the fox if we can sit down?
Oh, yeah. And she morphs back into her foxy version of a
So cute.
kitsune again, and sort of yep, at the fox to see if
The fox
it will reply.
kind of perks up, looking at you, tilts its head, and it yips back for everyone else. But speaking to it, says, "Take a seat.
We're allowed."
You're allowed."
And she turns back to you all and just sort of backs up with her hindquarters and just kind of puts her butt and her tail on a seat, like to tell you guys, and nods at you all.
I back up and then I put my hindquarters on a seat as well.
In the same motion, like you have a
Yeah,
tail.
the
kind of
same
thing.
motion. Like butt slightly up, trying to imitate the tail going up.
Yet again, you hear that. Yip, 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 yip.
I do not yip back because that seems offensive. Yip is not my term.
You see, walking in a copse of these trees, in between two of them, you see a form that is about the size of a halfling steps out and looks at the four of you that are on these seats, and bows and approaches, and then sits up onto the last chair. This is the creature you see.
Ooh. He's kind of snazzy.
As in sort of a cross-legged position, this individual sits. I heard that you were seeking me.
Just look over at our fox friend.
Yeah, she's sort of stunned looking, like very like, you know, paws kind of like almost kneading the ground, and like little pants. Like
give like a little nod of encouragement, like you can do this.
Got this, Pohika.
Yeah, and she sort of like
I pass her one of the calming roots.
yeah. She sort of gently moves out of her form and into a more humanoid form, but very respectfully, like bowed the entire time. And like, you know, moving in slow steps towards, and is like, and like throws herself at his feet and is like, I come to seek a life purpose. I come to seek nirvana.
Looking down at you. Stand up, Pohika.
She does. And she sort of like nervously looks over her shoulder and then tries to look back, you know?
This life of purpose, this good life, looks you up and down. There's a mystery to it that we will unravel.
Sags a little. She's like, I was afraid you're going to say that. Next you're going to tell me I have to discover it for myself, and like big sigh.
I think all creatures discover what good is within themselves. It's true. But there's something that strikes many and seems to clash against even the most annoying of individuals. This kind of bares the teeth in a smile.
She frowns and she's like, is it cliffs? Because cliffs are quite problematic.
They generally are.
She looks just so earnest.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
You know?
We nod. I nod.
Yeah, those 10-foot drops.
Oh.
Just like, honestly, no true words have been spoken. Cliffs are
For this
problematic.
campaign especially.
I want that on a shirt.
I don't know
Cliffs
what
are a
to
problem.
do.
No, just cliffs are problematic.
Cliffs are
Just-
problematic.
We're gonna cancel cliffs. Not Cliff Curtis, he's great. Like cliffs in general.
You see that it lays a hand on onto your form. Doesn't quite touch you as the hover hand's going.
Oh, I give consent if you like. I've heard that's important.
You feel a warmth emanating from his hand as he places it down onto you. You feel the remainder of your wounds that you've incurred today seem to heal up in a similar form. Seelah, this kind of strikes you because this is very similar to what you do. And creature nods. Helping others while most people are hate-filled and do not seek to do anything but exploit those who are kinder than them. Those who find themselves on Nirvana are filled with many a person who has been, unfortunately, taken advantage of for their good nature. As kind of like nods his head, there is much in the natural and occult sense that applies to you as your Kitsune heritage would allow for. However, I believe that in seeking after your back, your history, and searching for that elusive sense of self, that you are doing more than most. And allow me to reward you for getting this far. As lays out a hand, paw, to you. You see on it is a small rune that is sort of carved into a piece of wood.
She gingerly takes it.
This is a small shred of my home. My home in, well, Nirvana. It's not somewhere that I can return to. But
She looks down at the piece and she looks up and she's like, "You're giving me your home?"
I think that, as much as I don't have the answers, I think that will help you unlock
To find my own? And she's
more of a
like
part of
frowning.
yourself. Something you're seeking.
She nods and she looks around and she was like, "I've never had a home. I don't know what home looks like. Maybe home looks like this." And then she turns around to the people behind her and she goes, "Well, maybe home looks like them."
Is this box? Do we understand any of this, or is this whole thing
This
just
is
being
this is
Yep,
in
yep.
common, is what he's
Okay.
Oh,
saying.
okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
It
But at
should
least
look like a little hut on the beach.
you, as he says these words, you each have a different experience in this moment, as what he says seems to translate into the language that is most comfortable for you to hear. As Merisiel might think that he was speaking Elvish, Seelah would think that he was speaking Common. And whatever language that comes across to you is a sort of sense of warmth and home that comes across. He nods and says, "I can't give you all the knowledge that you seek, but I hope that that helps. And know that whatever path this arduous life takes you down, home can be found in many places.
She nods and she looks at the little piece of, wood, the rune in her hand, and she kind of clutches it, again tightly, and then says, I think I get it. But if it's okay, can I keep it? It makes me feel a little bit like home is a bit closer.
Of course.
Like maybe it's just around the corner. And like her tail wags.
You see that his tail kind of like wags in almost unison, matching yours.
Mm.
And nods. I think your friends have other things they wish to be doing.
Gotta solve the problem of the thing that keeps burning things and all of the monsters that are around, and they need to protect their town, and they need to name their camp something other than Fish Tent. There's lots of problems they have. And she just kind of grins.
Sounds like something that can be solved with a friend.
And she turns around and she was like, is it okay if I show them?
Not.
And she turns around and she goes, look, he gave me a little piece of wood that's from his home, and he said that my home will be around somewhere around here, and maybe I'll find it soon. Isn't it awesome? And she runs at you all.
Oh my gosh. Seelah's heart is breaking and crying. She's just crying.
I am fascinated with the rune and immediately drop down to look at the rune and be like, oh, that's so cool. And see if I can match it to any of mine.
Yeah.
Be like, it kind of looks like a little bit of the Merisiel rune for home here, but there's differences in it. I can see the links, but and see how you got those different swirls, and yeah, it's really cool.
And she's nodding.
If you'd like to try and look at what this rune is written in, you can roll a religion check.
Ooh, I don't really have religion. I got a +1. Let's see. Nope, 10. It's not bad.
I was wondering, because I also only have a +1 in religion, but I have the tattoo artist general feat about runes and that runic knowledge from both my ancestry and my feat.
Nice.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you have tattoo lore?
I do, and
Yeah.
I have crafting because that's what I use for my tattoos.
Feel free to roll tattoo lore, because I think that's the appropriate.
Oh, I think I'm meant to have tattoo lore, but I haven't put it on the sheet
Or
yet. Hold
crafting,
up.
then. It's the same check.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because that's a +8
Nice.
if it'll roll.
Excellent.
Oh, nice. And she's
this-
just holding it out to you, and she's like, I don't know what it is.
You see that this is a celestial rune. This character in the celestial language translates most accurately in the common language to home. On the mechanical side, Pohika, you can pick an extra first level ancestry feat as part
Sweet.
part of your Kitsune heritage unlocks within you.
That's
Cute.
I love this. This is so adorable.
Fun.
It's because it's celestial, it's like it's written in the stars that this is your home. But I'm also a big believer in home is wherever you make it. So, you choose where home is, and that's where it was always meant to be. Did you find the language thing, did you understand he was speaking a mixture of common and Merisiel and 6 different languages at once? It was really interesting.
He was just speaking common. But in
Yeah.
a comforting way, in a way my mum used to speak. I don't know.
And I think she just like is like gaining an innate understanding of like, you know, she's closer to like her heritage and her lore and her back, you know, like who she was than she ever was before. So she'd probably like take the, you know, the lore based.
Yeah, Kitsune
You know?
lore.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's cool.
Excellent.
I like making decisions based on RP.
Yes,
Yeah.
every time.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Min-maxing what that?
Absolutely. I will add that to your character sheet. There you
Cute.
go, as a bonus feat.
Fun.
All right.
Do you think the man of Nirvana would be kind to maybe give us any sort of insight onto who's burning this land? Or
She whispers, he'll probably sell you that something about you can solve the issues yourself if you look deep down inside. But
Yeah.
maybe you should try anyway.
okay.
I do feel better.
Looking expectantly at the four of you, you see that this creature kind of tilts his head.
Because we're talking about home, obviously, home at the moment for us, and I'm hoping Pohika, should you choose to, is currently Otari. We're currently making a home. I've had many homes over the years. It's so many travels. But in order to make this a home, we need to make this safe. And you say yourself that you are for protecting, for taking care of those that are being taken advantage of. There is a bunch of squishy little farmers around here that are being turned into charcoal. And, you know, that's my job. To the ones that deserve it.
Yeah.
So,
Attacked in their own homes by vines that are coming alive. This doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem like natural.
yeah. People's homes are not homes anymore, so can you shed any light on what we can do for this situation?
Okay. He's gonna make a
Prepare
check.
to make a diplomacy check.
He is going to make a check for starters.
Heck yeah.
And I'm going to make this blind. So you don't see his bonus.
Ooh,
Question
secret.
mark, secret rolls.
Okay. You know, you don't have to call me the man from Nirvana, right?
Frickin' Mike. There we go. I'm sorry, I...
God,
That was-
frickin' Mike.
Freaking Mike.
Frickin' Mike.
Hey.
I'll call the head frickin' Mike from now on. Every time. Although it could be Discord. Frickin' Discord. Anyway, that weird camp aura that also stops me talking at camp is following me. No, I'm sorry. It was the name that was given. We should have checked. I am Seoni. Seelah, Merisiel. You obviously know Pohika.
When I first arrived, I met up with someone. They called me Desmond because I reminded them of their childhood toy. So you can call me that.
Desmond.
And it is.
In answer to your question, however, as to the burnings and the like, I have heard of this. It sets my fur on edge to no end. But from what I've heard, and from what I've been able to gather, there's some group or entity that is calling these hellish creatures into this existence, onto this plane. And
It wasn't me.
don't worry, I know. It's not within your capability. Or demeanor.
He's like, it's like if I try real hard.
Please don't.
It is actually totally within a witch's capability to call on demons.
Oh no!
I thought summoning fiends was a thing on the religious spells, but it's okay. The divine spells. That's fine. Nods. In any case, I would be searching for not those that are setting things ablaze, but whoever's summoning and setting these creatures.
Have to be pretty skilled in order to be summoning this, so
To
do
do
you
so is
Yeah.
a ritual, and one that would require a reasonable handle on unholy magic.
we might need to do some investigating. Thinking about how far it's mostly been out of town, but if they're starting to attack around town, I wonder.
Fires again?
Yeah, I'm actually wondering if maybe it's certain people in town.
Like setting the fires against other people in town? Well, like, you know, trace who benefits from the fire and then you find the person who caused it.
Exactly. So far it's been mostly farmers, and now it's a lumber mill, so...
Unless it's
Yeah.
like against Otari in general.
Yeah, and it's been outskirts. Like, I'm remembering this right. Like, it's so far only been outskirt attacks. And if the lumber mill is connected, it is the first one within the center of town per se. It's mostly been. So it's someone who's either targeting. I mean, I would have said farmers, but with the lumber mill, it's maybe someone attacking like commerce. Or we might need to go talk to maybe.
Can the wagons get in and out anymore? Like,
We've still got people,
Yeah.
and the courier is a different creature, but the courier's also been attacked, so yeah. I think we'll go talk to some people afterwards, but we also have to... No, we've found we don't really need to go to the burial site. Unless we just want to go to a graveyard. They're quite lovely to walk through sometimes.
I would leave you with this. Although your friend Pohika is right, and this is not my journey to walk, I would say that those who are capable of casting such magics would be the first to strike down if you came to that.
she's like, oh, don't worry. I can do that too.
Very cool. Kind of bows and stands up. Well, you've got a lot to handle.
And you've got to go to the marketplace and talk to Molly.
Molly?
That's a very old joke. For everybody who knows the Beatles.
Desmond. I wish you well.
Will you meet you, Desmond?
And you, Seoni.
Goodbye. Will I see you again?
I hope so too. I will offer some tea if you ever are walking past my home again. But
Like, I'll bring the Grolner.
go on now. As you head off. All right.
Can I linger briefly
Sure.
to speak with them after the others have left?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Pohika could probably cover your exit because she's probably still prattling to the rest of them, going, I get to take this house to your house now. I introduced my home to your home. How wonderful will that be? And she's just like, still carrying it cupped
So
like this.
adorable. I'm definitely encouraging this behavior. I'm like,
I'm
yeah,
fully obsessed.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You're gonna fit right in.
Oh my gosh, you and Ollie.
Oh, adorable. Maybe even roommates.
Yeah. Well, we have to check with Ollie. I mean, Ollie's only
Yeah.
gotten comfortable with, but we can build, we've got connections at the lumber mill now, which, by the way, I've got ideas, but we'll talk about that later. Where's Merisiel?
Yeah, so like chatter. Yeah.
Merisiel.
Homes come and go, and I've seen many of them. Even this one will leave eventually.
Yes. Yes.
How did you carry on after you left yours?
You have some... You have more understanding than most would over my current plight. Elves are long-lived, but Agathian are more. I've been here some time. I've known many children, fathers, mothers, grandparents. Come and go. In one stage, my intervention was more direct. Now it's, as you probably know, gets harder. But moments and people and their actions live on longer than they do. I remember the little girl who called me Desmond off of her teddy bear when I first arrived. I remember Stephen, the blacksmith, who died several generations ago. I remember hearing of a up-and-coming group of adventurers who slew a green dragon. As he smiles, a warm smile to you. These stories live on longer than the people we know. It's up to us to hold their memory and keep it alive. Not easy,
No,
but
that's the part that hurts the most. I better catch up and spend some more of those precious moments with them.
Yeah, and as you say that, Pohika is racing up in full fox form and then just leaps out into humanoid form and is like, come on, Merisiel, you're gonna miss everything!
Time for a race?
Time for a race!
We do have mushrooms to go and collect.
very well, Merisiel. Kind of gives a knowing look that only you two really understand.
We'll see you soon.
I look forward to it.
And in a long while. Sit.
And
Go.
like, just like
And we tear
And
off
what you
out of
see is-
throw.
tails just bouncing everywhere.
I just turn to Seelah and it's like, time for a stroll.
Yeah, no, I don't think I physically can run in this armor. I may die.
Have you seen the robes on me? Like, if I go running, they're just going to fly in certain
just-
directions, and
It's
you know,
dangerous.
a lady keeps certain things covered.
Exactly. So as ladies, let's walk.
Clay,
Offer my arm.
I'll link my arm through and casually take a stroll.
We stroll through the forest, the
As-
mushrooms.
As you approach to this this barrow here, you can enter it. However, at this particular point in time, I'd like to offer a conclusion to the session if you would like to finish up for the evening.
Just
It's
as,
okay, tomorrow.
Yeah.
as we're walking off into the distance, just fade down.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Happy ending.
We actually had a
Yeah.
We love it.
Excellent.
We love a happy ending.
Okay.
As
Yeah, as the last thing you hear from Pohika is, "We're gonna be friends ever," and just like tails bouncing everywhere.
Oh, I love it.
too much happiness and not enough time to have you here. As we finish up the session, yeah, thank you so much for coming along, Julz. It was a wonderful pleasure to have you here. So much.
It was a delight.
Mm.
It really was.
Amazing.
yeah.
It really was very fun. Thank you for letting me play out my Kitsune dreams.
Oh, I love it anytime.
Yeah, you're like 2 weeks from now, you're free again, right? We can run with 5. We can run with 5.
Yeah.
This
5
friendship
ladies.
is forever.
This has been so fun.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess with that being said, let us, as we come to a close for the session, do what we do every session, and starting with Julz, Julzy, what are you doing in the internet? What things would you like to plug for our fine folks watching?
The internet. You can find me pretty much everywhere under Julz from NZ. That's pretty much all of my social media, JULZ from NZ, apart from Twitter, because the lady on Twitter stubbornly refuses to post anything on her Twitter handle, and she won't give it to me. So it's like really annoying. But
That's rude.
but
Right.
Twitter's a trash fire anyway, so I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Other than that, you can also find me over at Fate of Eisen, where we're doing a 5e D&D actual play comedy podcast with a bunch of Wellington comedians. So local, good entertainment. And I'm actually the DM over there. So yeah, it's a really fun time, and I have an amazing cast of players, and I have an incredible mods and tech team. You'd know like half of them, or like all of them.
Half of them
Because-
were like a quarter
No, I
of a
mean,
person each. Samsara.
That's what I mean. Like I was like
The math.
half of here, whole of there. I got my half.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
confused. yeah. So Amie and Samsara are my incredible helpers over at Fate of Eisen, and they were part of the team that invited me here. So it's just really lovely to cross over and have some fun on Pathfinder, which is just a dear love. For me, I really do love the crunchy math finder and all the fun things that you can do with it. So,
Yeah.
thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
It was
It's
a
you guys
pleasure.
are just fantastic. This was such a fun story, and the RP was incredible. I could just rave about you guys all the time.
Well, thank you.
You can, honestly,
yeah,
just put it
yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
do
Keep
it.
going.
Keep going. This
Sure,
is like
yeah,
the strength of
why
the next 2
I
hours.
love
Yeah.
it.
Oh, it was just so fun. I don't want to go.
And
Make me so back.
your
tail.
tail gets me every time I see it wagging.
Yeah.
It just gets me.
We're just gonna do like a mega clip of Julz wagging the tail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just every time we're all like, Tail.
Hard eye emoji.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. In no particular order, who's playing the lovely Seoni? Amie, how are you doing tonight?
Pretty. Oh, I'm doing well when my microphone picks me up. Yeah. But yes, I'm doing really well. I am Amie Warder everywhere except Twitter because I'm not actually on Twitter. I did sign up years ago, but I'm one of those people that has a handle and never uses it because I stole it so no one else could steal it. But yes, I am Amie Ward Art. I am in a few places. I do regular colouring over on Twitch, chill colouring, where we just hang out and we talk, and it's really fun and chill and enjoyable, and I talk about lots of different things, and I'll show you art stuff. I also post the VODs of that plus other adult colouring here on YouTube. Lots and lots of colouring. Again, Amie Ward Art on there. And if you want to also come and hang out with me, again, mod on Fate of Bison. So, I'm always in the chat. I'm the one there swinging the sword and hyping things up. That's my big role, is just being in chat and hanging out with peeps. It's really fun. Fully love Fate of Bison. It's been so wonderful to get to know Julz and the whole crew. Cannot rave about them enough. Also,
Come back to my house and play more games.
Yeah, yeah. And also, we need to do a colouring king sometime. But yeah, these also yes and, but I'll leave that to Samsara to talk about because that's her specialty role in that. But yes and. Just gonna put that out there.
Yes and.
Yes,
as fantastic transitional material. Merisiel,
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Samsara, how was it?
I am fantastic transitional material.
Accurate.
100.
I didn't mean to
Wonderful.
say that, but I'm kind of glad that I did.
Kia ora, it's me,
Hi.
Sammy D. You can find me in most places as it's me, Sammy D, except most places, half of the places. Go to Linktree, it's me, Sammy D. You'll find me there.
Mhm.
I am a variety streamer on Twitch. I post VODs to YouTube. I play this lovely game and do all sorts of other bits and pieces. But one of the things I do is I am the head of all of this and that for the Yes and charity stream. We're in our 3rd year and we're just about finished casting. If you want to get involved as either a player, a DM, or one of the lovely crew, then you need to send an email to yesandcharitystream@gmail.com. You'll get an auto reply and just fill out the form, and you get to do all sorts of fun things like Dungeons and Dragons and meet an amazing bunch of wonderful friends who I think I've known for several years now and gotten to know a lot better recently, and I love that for me. You all were in the first one as well, eh?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all alumni, 2 years
Long
now. coming up for our
alumni.
third.
Yep.
I barely
and-
knew anyone the first year because I
Oh
came
my
in the
God.
last
You know
minute
one.
as
Yeah.
the mod. Yeah.
Anybody knows I was actually in it, even
Yeah.
though I was awake for the entire thing with
Yeah.
fairy lights in my eyes. Half of
Yes. Oh my
Julz,
god.
you were my DM for Yes and.
Mm.
It's how I got involved in Fate of Bison, and I love it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful place.
Just a lovely place to meet people who like role playing and doing cool things and raising
And if-
money for charity.
Yeah, and if you liked watching this, then maybe you'll like watching that too, even if you don't want to play, because charity donations go in the draw to win prizes. So you could watch us have fun and potentially even win yourself something incredible. Last year,
Amazing.
it was a PS5, and apparently this year they're going to beat that with the prizes.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
cannot wait to
Yeah.
see what the reveal is this year.
We
So
will
exciting.
probably talk about it every stream because it is so big for most
Absolutely.
of us. I mean, we're all involved in it in one way or another. So.
Yeah.
And second to last, but certainly not least,
Thank you.
Seelah, Purdie, how was your evening tonight?
It's amazing. I didn't die.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yes. No dying status on this girl.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time. Yay. No, it was so Oh my god, Julz, I love you so much. You have such beautiful energy, and I want to play with you so much more.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's so good.
For sure.
Yeah, I just hang out on the internet. You can find me on Purdie on stage. I don't really do much else except for hang out with people and have a good time, mostly here. But that's why you should sign up for Yes And, because you get to meet great people like this and make friends and just get to hang out and do cool stuff together. And it's just a lot of good times. I don't know, warm fuzzies. Just feel them in your Monday evening.
So many.
And that's it.
warm
I don't know. And now it's you. I do a more professional recap.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I am Increditus Holt. I am a streamer here on YouTube, and I play Stir the Goblin on Twitch, who streams lots of games and has far more chaotic energy than me personally. It can be tiring, but it's also a lot of fun. So if you'd like to see that, then there will be links down below. I don't think there currently are.
Give it a subscribe and a follow if you haven't already. I did
Yes.
tonight. I feel very bad that I only did it tonight and I was coming on.
So you're like going live. Oh,
Look.
subscribe.
Look, we forget to do it, some guys. We know we forget.
It's
so just do
okay.
it now. It's
do it
fine.
now. We won't even look.
Subscribe.
Just
Yeah.
I didn't-
Subscribe, hit the thumbs up, comment, because honestly, YouTube algorithms are a nightmare. So make sure you thumbs
do
up
all
and comment.
the socially things to help make this wonderful podcast with my wonderful game with my lovely friends here turn into something more than just fun game with friends. And if
ideas
it never
in your head.
and if it never goes beyond that, then I still got to have a good time with friends. So that's
Hell yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
best.
great.
Good times with friends.
heck
Can
yeah.
recommend.
I am a voice actor, video editor, YouTube and Twitch streamer, too many feathers person, and I do all of the organization tech and stream stuff while running this game, which is why things break. So, thank you to all the people profusely.
I recommend you
that
get a
say it
Amie and a
breaks.
Samsara.
I already have
How do we
them.
how do we duplicate them?
Yeah, cloning process would be great.
Oh yeah, it would be great.
I think the world could handle more of us. I mean, our powers combined are already pretty awesome. You double that and I think,
Yeah,
That's true.
Imagine the potential.
the potential energy.
I
In any case, it is always wonderful to play this game and to spend time with all of these wonderful people and with all of the wonderful people who are watching. And so, yeah, until next time, we'll see you. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.